you know that moment when your team delivers the product, the project, the service, and gets across the finish line, and the reward is significant? You know that moment when the team comes together and you're high five and you're shaking each other's hands. There might even be hugs and people are just jazzed. Quick side note, I think we experience that too seldom in our workplaces. What can we do to experience it even more consistently? Hello everyone, I'm Craig Ross, CEO of Verus Global. We now know that the human imperative, committing to the human imperative, at its fundamental root means that as teammates we care about each other. And when we care about each other, we trust more, we include each other more, we respect each other more, collaborate, and so forth. So how do we operationalize the human imperative even more consistently so we can celebrate and have those wins experienced more often? One of the things that we've found fascinating as we've studied teams that do big things, watched them in the workplace, and then even interviewed people and dwell upon our own experience as well, is oftentimes people are very clear after they've delivered something big, the huge initiative or priority. They're very clear about how we thought and operated as a team afterwards. I mean, try it. Take this first step with your team. Take a moment and ask them, who here has ever been a part of a great team, a team that did something big? Most of the hands will go up. And then ask people, well, describe how the team operated together. What were they thinking, feeling, and doing? You're going to hear things like, we were all in. You're going to hear things like, we had each other's backs. You're going to hear, we just trusted each other unconditionally. Then ask them this. What would it be worth if instead of waiting until we delivered on our big objective to identify how we operated, what would it be worth if we actually decided to do that first? This is what it means then to identify your human imperative. Ask your team next, when you consider the specific business imperative we have to deliver, what is the specific thinking and action this time with this project, this deliverable, that we're going to have to demonstrate consistently in every interaction of every day? Your team's going to come up with a list. Find the commonality, find the one that speaks to the team the most. I encourage you to narrow your focus to no more than 3 and let them use their words. You may see some of the corporate jargon in there, our values, the behaviors that we measure. That's fine, but it shouldn't be a requirement. For example, worked with a team this week and on their list is this. We're going to be all in all the time. Great. Now ask your team, what does it look like to do it? What does it look like for us to demonstrate that? Ask your team, how will we know we're thinking and feeling as if we're all in all the time? Lastly, ask your team, why is it important to you personally, each team member, that we function with this specific human imperative? What's in it for you? And then, as you well know, come back to it maybe weekly, whenever is necessary to continue to grow that awareness, provide the feedback around your human imperative. Teams that do big things commit to the human imperative. We can do this.